So why should taxpayers tolerate a higher debt ceiling if the Senate continues to refuse to print a budget that'll tell us where that money is going? Joining us now from Mobile, Alabama, Senator Jeff Sessions, ranking member on the Senate Budget Committee. Mr. Sessions, Happy New Year. Welcome back. You have made this a cause.
Thank you.
It is an important cause. Without a budget, which is specified by law, why should taxpayers grant greater borrowing authority?
That is a very good question. Just 17 months ago, the president got a $2.1 trillion increase in the debt limit of the United States so he could continue to borrow that much money. He's already gone through that. December 31st, Secretary Geithner said we've already basically hit the debt ceiling again. And so I think any banker that's asked to raise the loan limit of its customer would like to see a financial plan of how they're going to handle the money if they're allowed to borrow more. And that's exactly where we are, I think.
When you talk to your counterparts, let's see if I get this right, Ken Conrad was the Democratic chairman of the Budget Committee, is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, so he's, sort of a moderate Democrat. Why won't he make a budget? That's what I don't get. Is it Harry Reid that is stopping this? Is it Barack Obama that is stopping this? Because, again, the point I want to make, which you've made a million times, taxpayers should know where the money's going if they're going to say go on ahead and borrow it again.
I'll tell you why they won't write one, and we'll just note that Kent Conrad last year was determined to bring a budget to the committee and actually mark one up, but on the day before it happened, Harry Reid and the Democrat colleagues told him not to do it and blocked him from doing so. The reason they don't want to do a budget is because it would require them to state to the American people how much money they're going to tax, how much they're going to spend, and what kind of financial plan they have for the future. They do not want to do that, and it's really a sad and disgraceful time that the Senate will not follow the law and lay out their plan. And remember, Larry, we've complimented Paul Ryan on being courageous for the budget he wrote. That's a good budget. Why was he courageous? Because he put out numbers, real numbers, that people could analyze and examine. And that's what the Senate and the President do not want to happen in our Senate.
The only issue from up here that I have no problem with anything you've said, and this, budget failure, 1,350 days breaking the law is just outrageous. It's outrageous, like the Imperial Congress. But do you worry when you talk about not raising the debt ceiling? That has domestic and international financial implications. People up here on Wall Street just get real nervous when important people, opinion makers like yourself, say we won't re-up the debt ceiling.
Well, I think they should tell the president, why don't you allow a budget to go forward? Instead of blaming the Republicans for saying we won't raise the debt limit unless you write a budget. I know this can be a difficult financial issue, and the Congress and Republicans need to be sensitive to it, Larry. I'm fully aware of that. But I would say that if the result of some temporary period of dispute results in real spending limitations, putting the country on a sound financial path, don't you think it would make the world feel better about America than they do now, when they must wonder, will we ever get our house in order?
Well, sometime in my lifetime, there's got to be some serious spending restraint. Many thanks to Senator Jeff Sessions. We appreciate you coming back on, sir.